This plant treats every year around 20 million cubic metres of wastewater in Uppsala, Sweden. Along with nutrients, phosphorus and organic material, wastewater here contains powerful pollutants, residues from medicine against, among others, depression, inflammation, anxiety or high blood pressure.
We're talking about nanograms per litre, so it's very low levels. But some of our priority substances could have a negative effect in the aquatic environment already at those very low levels.
Internal organs and reproductive cycles of fish and amphibians can be severely affected by pharmaceutical residues. Engineers here are currently working on a pilot project to try to remove at least 80% of 5 of those harmful substances. Complex technologies including activated carbon and anion exchange are being tested to identify cost-effective removal methods. Challenges are huge.
The different compounds and different substances have different chemical and physical properties, and that affects the removal efficiency.
The pilot project will end in 2024. Upgraded removal technologies are indeed urgent here, as is the case everywhere. Our environment, especially our aquatic ecosystems, are increasingly beset by pharmaceutical residues, mainly from households, medicine manufacturing, intensive farming or hospitals. About 4,000 active pharmaceutical ingredients are being administered in medicines worldwide. Up to 90% of oral doses can be excreted by our bodies as active substances. 10% of them have a potential environmental risk. It is a complex situation, say researchers at the Swedish Medical Products Agency. A huge problem is that these substances have been designed to be very stable inside our bodies. Once out in the environment, they instantly become difficult to degrade hazards.
One of the issues is that they are very resistant to breaking down in the body, because you need to get the effects on the body and you don't want it to dissolve in the stomach, for example. So you have to have kind of a persistent drug, and also that means that it will then go through your system and out, and it will be reached the environment as a fairly persistent substance.
That's why, together with upgraded wastewater treatment technologies, source-based mitigation approaches are crucial. The European Commission's pharmaceutical reform has proposed to further strengthen the environmental risk assessment that is already mandatory for all pharmaceutical companies placing their medicines on EU markets. The EC also wants to introduce the possibility to refuse a market authorization where companies do not provide complete or sufficiently substantiated assessments. Environmental associations agree it is time for impactful action. Experts here ask for further measures to decrease the use of antibiotics in farming and to increase the sustainable disposal of pharmaceutical products. They also want to promote a rational and affordable consumption of greener medicines.
We need to try to sort of greening the healthcare sector. Now the pharmaceutical industry is developing more green pharmaceuticals, so they're more like biological, they can degrade more easily, but they're more expensive as well. So that's one part to move the pharmaceuticals to more biodegradable. Could also work in other ways, like preventive measures, so that people won't get so sick and won't need so much pharmaceuticals.
In its proposal for the Urban Wastewater Treatment Directive, the Commission is also working to reduce the environmental impact of medicines by extending a responsibility scheme that also applies to pharmaceutical developers.